Welcome to Art Basics, Sketching 101. Today we are starting with the very first lesson, lines. Before we draw anything complicated, we need to learn how to control the pencil. Lines are the foundation of sketching, so every drawing starts with a line, even the most detailed artwork. So today we are keeping it simple. No pressure, no perfect drawing, just basic pencil control. If you want to follow this beginner art journey, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you have any questions or tips, leave a comment below. Part 1. Basic line control. First, we are going to warm up with simple lines. Try not to press too hard, keep your hand relaxed, and move smoothly across the paper. The goal is not to make every line perfect, the goal is to train your hand and build confidence with the pencil. Start with short vertical lines, then move to short horizontal lines. After that, practice short diagonal lines. Once you feel comfortable, repeat the same exercise with medium length lines, vertical, horizontal, and diagonal. Then finally, try the same thing with long lines across the page. Again, don't worry if they are a little shaky, this is completely normal. The more you practice, the smoother they will become. Now, we are going to make line practice a little bit more fun. For the first exercise, draw continuous infinity loops. Try not to break the line, keep your pencil moving in one smooth motion. Now draw a simple triangle with the bottom edge facing down and fill the triangle with infinity loops. Then do the same thing again, but flip the triangle the opposite way. This exercise helps your hand stay relaxed while moving in curves and controlled loops. Exercise number 2 is my personal favorite. We are going to use lines to create a simple cube pattern. Start by drawing lines in one direction, then switch the direction and continue building the cube shape. Try to keep the spaces between the lines as even as possible. This exercise is great because it trains your line control, spacing, and direction, all at the same time. Again, it does not have to be perfect, the goal is control, not perfection. Exercise number 3 is probably my least favorite, but it is very useful. This is the spiral cube exercise. Start with a simple square, then divide each side into 4 equal parts. From there, connect the points and slowly spiral the shape inward. As you continue, the square will get smaller and smaller inside itself. This exercise teaches patience, spacing, precision, and control. It may feel tricky at first, but it is excellent practice for your hand and your eyes. Let's add few more line control exercises. These look simple, but they are really useful because they teach your hand how to start a line, stop a line, follow direction, and control spacing. First, draw 3 rectangular boxes. The last box should be divided into 4 smaller sections. Inside the first box, draw vertical lines next to each other. Try to keep them straight and most importantly, try to start exactly on top edge and stop exactly on the bottom edge. The goal is not to go over the border is where your pencil needs to stop. Now, in the second rectangular box, do the same thing, but this time with horizontal lines. Again, keep the spacing even and try to start and finish exactly on the box lines. For the last box, the one divided into 4 sections, practice diagonal lines in both directions. This helps your hand get used to changing angles, which is really important for sketching. Next, draw 3 lines, one short, one medium, and one long. Now, draw over each line 8 times. Try to place every new line directly on top of the previous one. The goal is to end up with one clean, thin line. But of course, I'm still practicing too, so sometimes my lines look less like fine sketching and more like a regular customer of McDonald's. Now, we will repeat the same idea but with wavy lines. Draw one small wavy line, one medium wavy line, and one long wavy line. Then trace over each one 8 times. Again, the goal is to keep the line clean and controlled, not to accidentally create a full Amazon river sketch. This exercise is harder because your hand has to follow curves, not just straight movement. This next exercise really showed me that my hand and my eye needed this practice for long time. Draw one small dot on the page. Now draw straight lines through the dot from different directions. After a while, it will start to look like a star. The smaller the star, the easier it is. The longer the lines and the bigger the star, the trickier it gets. This is great practice for aiming your lines and training your hand to hit a specific point. And for the last exercise, we are just going to have a bit of fun. Draw a few small boxes and fill each one with a different line texture. You can use straight lines, diagonal lines, wavy lines, broken lines, crossed lines, or anything else you want. This is not about making a perfect drawing, it is about seeing how many different effects you can create using lines. And that is the whole point of today's lesson, learning that even the simplest line can become the foundation of real drawing. And that is lesson 1 of Art Basics Sketching 101. Today we practice the most basic but most important skill in drawing, lines. Remember, sketching is not about being perfect on day 1, it is about training your hand little by little. In the next lesson we will continue building the basics and move one step closer to drawing real objects. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.